How's it going, everyone? GetWrecked57 here. This is my journey of how I, a tank slash DPS main, went from bronze to celestial, playing nothing but supports. So how we started this challenge was doing anything that a logical player would do, which is making a new account for my support only journey. And what better name to give it than I'm a healer 57. Yep, that's what I called the account. Named it I am a healer 57. Literally that's the account name. So I made the account, and first step was grinding up the 15 levels I needed to unlock competitive. And grinding. And grinding. And grinding. I honestly hate quick play, so this was very painful to do, but we kept going, trying out new supports along the way, trying out lots of different characters, seeing what I liked, what I didn't like, but mostly playing the meta support, which was Gambit, until finally we hit level 15 and unlocked competitive. So, now it was time for my very first game as a support only player in competitive play. And I think it didn't go too bad. It was a pretty good outcome. We ended the game with lots of healing, lots of kills, MVP as always, and got our very first win in competitive. And these lower ranks were quite easy. You know, I used my knowledge of the game, used just my general mechanical skill in order to outplay the lower ranked players. And we got win after win after win until we finally reached gold. Gold was the first milestone where we started unlocking bans. And in this rank, this is when all hell breaks loose. This is when we get into the valley of throwers and people who rage over nothing. So it was a task to try and get through this rank. But we persevered and pushed through this rank, getting some good plays along the way, and racking up the wins and MVPs as we continued through the ranks. Getting more wins, more MVPs, and more crazy plays. Until finally, we hit the next milestone, which was Diamond. We'd finally ranked up to Diamond after lots and lots of playing, maintaining a pretty stable record, and in general just playing our best, learning more about positioning and learning more about when I should be using my ultimate, when I should not be using my ultimate, and more about my support's kits and how they played. So as always, we kept going, kept getting more elo, more MVPs, and more wins until we hit what I like to call the Diamond GM Crossbridge Abyss. This is that point where you're ranking up to GM, but still kind of in the diamondish lobbies. And this is when we ran into our first resistance. Oh.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Yeah, of course we lost that. And this, as you could see, I was getting win and then loss, and then a win and then a loss, and then two losses, and then a win. going back and forth, not ever gaining an inch of ground. Until finally, I hit the streak that I was looking for to push me out of the pit of despair, which is the Diamond GM Crossbridge. So now, with finally being out of this pit, we could continue our grind towards our final goal, which was Celestial 3. And boy, did we put on a grind, going on a crazy win streak to get us up to the Celestial 3 mark. And at this point, this is when I also unlocked my first Lord icon on the account, when we finally unlocked Lord Gambit for the first time. And this streak that I went on brought us all the way up to 81 out of 100 and GM1. And this was the final push that I had before Season 5.5, when unfortunately my rank would be reset, and for sure the supports I played would be nerfed. So I was gearing up, ready to go, getting into the game, and this is when something unfortunate happened. I lost 3 games in a row, dropping me down to low GM1 and having to end the stream for the night because it was too late, and the new update was coming the very next day. At this point, I thought it was over. I thought I was never going to be able to make it to Celestial 3 because my rank would be reset, and the supports that I had worked so hard to get good at and to grind for would surely be nerfed because they were way too strong, and I would not be able to use them in my journey to Celestial 3 at all. Wait, they didn't rank reset me? And what is this? They didn't nerf. They took away 200 ult charge from Gambit and Invis? So wait, Gambit is still broken? This is when I knew I could complete the challenge. This is when I knew I had to make my final stand and push through to Celestial. I knew that because of these balance changes, nothing would change, and that I could continue playing my strongest characters and make it to Celestial 3. In between, I obviously took a break to, get Celestial on Rogue. But after we had completed that journey on Rogue, it was finally time that I got back onto my support-only account, and I finished the challenge that I had set out to do 3 weeks prior, which was to go from Bronze to Celestial, playing only support. And so I got on my account, and I started out with 2 very good games, 2 strong wins to get my account up into the range where with 1 more win, we would be able to get to Celestial. I got into this game, and they banned Gambit. I was like, okay, it's alright. I'll just be able to play Invis. And then the team bans Invis. I was like, oh shit, this is not looking great for my rank up game. And then I went to pick Luna, and the guy took Luna from me. So I had to play Rocket, which is a very unimpactful tank support, personally. And the first round did not go that well. It did not go great. But we persevered, and we ended up switching roles up a bit, and I got to play Luna. And with 2 incredible freezes, we were able to secure the victory. And finally, after so much grinding, I was able to rank up to 99 out of 100. You gotta be kidding me. I got 99 out of 100? No, man. this is when I knew that this would not be great, because I know that I had won 3 games in a row, and that to win 4 in a row is highly unlikely in this game. And I was ready for the most painful losing streak ever. But that's when something that I didn't even imagine could happen happened. And I finally won my last game. They had banned Gambit, but I was able to play Invis. Our team played super well, and I completed my journey from Bronze to Celestial, playing nothing but support. On the 110th game, I ranked up with 75 wins and 35 losses. I had gone from Bronze to Celestial, playing nothing but support. Thank you to those of you who stayed till the end of this video. I really appreciate you. Thank you to those of you who joined me on my journey from Bronze to Celestial, playing nothing but support. But thank y'all for who stayed to the end of the video. If you like this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. And I'll see y'all in the next one.